I want to talk about the ICE raids and the deportations happening in America, since celebrities and people with bigger platforms aren't speaking up. Before I start, condolences to all who had your friends, family, anyone taken away from you. First, the ICE raids in Los Angeles. Friday, June 6th, ICE began taking brown people from places like jobs, the streets practically anywhere. Protesters did try to stop the vehicle that was taking them, but they were unfortunately unsuccessful. The people in LA started to protest hours later. According to the ABC News website, they stated that a group of protesters stood outside of the Edward R. Roybal Federal Building and the U.S. Court in the downtown LA area. It is said that there is footage of protesters throwing items at the officers and vandalizing the building. The officers are then caught confronting them with batons and what is assumed to be tear gas launchers. A day later, June 7th, President Donald Trump sent 2,000 National Guards to Los Angeles for the protests. Because of this, more protests broke out. On June 9th, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, filed a lawsuit against the president due to violating the state's rights. The Posse Comitatus Act of 1807 does not encourage deploying military forces because of the want of separation between civilian law enforcement and the military. The Insurrection Act of 1807 does state the exceptions, but the president does need permission beforehand, which he didn't. Governor Newsom spoke out, and Trump didn't like it. According to ABC News, Trump had told reporters he would arrest Newsom if he were borders R. This situation is quite dystopian, in my opinion. It starts with ignoring one state law. How will we know that he won't ignore more? These are questions you should ask yourself. How do we know that he won't ignore all state laws eventually and turn the U.S. into a dictatorship? Our rights of protest are being infringed on by the police. In the Bill of Rights, it states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This means Congress can't legally stop citizens from practicing or not practicing a religion. They can't legally stop citizens from sharing their opinions to the public. They can't legally stop citizens from peacefully protesting, and they can't legally stop citizens from making petitions. Yet, we're still in danger of being shot. Anything people do is an excuse for the police to start shooting. ICE is taking citizens of the U.S. and traumatizing them because of their race. And it's horrible. They're taking innocent people. A pregnant woman was arrested, but later released. A teenager, but again, released. Some don't get as lucky. People's little sisters who aren't even 10 years old are getting taken. ICE is going into elementary schools. I can't be convinced it's anything other than racism, because if we really cared about them being illegal, we wouldn't only be focused on Mexicans. Even legal citizens are afraid of leaving their homes because they are Latino. They're afraid of being taken. I don't think the right mindset is they should have come legally or not at all. The test is easy. Yes, they should come legally, but the process is long and requires money. Gang violence, or whatever they're running from, is not waiting until they get a green card or citizenship. Murder, kidnapping, etc. is not waiting. Have empathy, be a true human being, and stop supporting Trump. Sorry this took so long. I just wanted to educate myself first, and if anything is wrong, please correct me and I will remake this video.